Hello and welcome to KRISHNA'S IAS. I am KUMAR and today I am going to discuss an important question asked by Upsc in 2023 in anthropology from first paper. This question is a scope and relevance of socio-cultural anthropology, and we have to write short notes on that. This is the question. This is very simple question. Many students think that this is very simple question, so they can write answer that question very easily. But remember that you are going to write answer for UPSC examination. So you have option to take more and more marks in each questions, right? So if you want to write answer about that question, first thing is that you have to write introduction. So what should be write in introduction? In introduction, you can define socio-cultural anthropology. But you have to also explain development of socio-cultural anthropology, because earlier it was ethnology. It was known as a ethnology. Then there was development of two different schools, one in Britain and another in USA, America. In Britain it was known as a social anthropology, and in America it was known as a cultural anthropology. And in India it is known as a socio-cultural anthropology. So socio-cultural anthropology is an important branch of anthropology, and which deals with the study of socio-cultural aspect of mankind cross-culturally, right? But it is the product of integration between social anthropology and cultural anthropology. So this is the introduction. If you want to write your introduction, you can write your introduction in this way. Then you have to write a scope of socio-cultural anthropology. When you try to write a scope of socio-cultural anthropology, so its scope is very broad. Why its scope is very broad? Because we study socio-cultural aspect of mankind cross-culturally in socio-cultural anthropology. We study about social institution in human society like marriage, family, kinship. We study about economic anthropology, and in economic anthropology we study about economic organization, technology, ecology and environment. We also study about mode of production, consumption and distribution. We also study about the impact of globalization on primitive society. So we also study various types of economic system cross-culturally in different society. In political anthropology we study about political organization of mankind. Means we study about different types of political organization like band, tribe, chiefdom and state. We also study about law and justice. We also do comparative study about state and stateless society. We study about customary law also. In anthropology of religion, there is a anthropology of art, anthropology of music, anthropology of education, anthropology of agriculture. We have industrial anthropology. We have legal anthropology. So these important aspect related to scope of anthropology, you can mention or you can draw a chart or diagram, and then you have to represent that thing in that diagram or that chart. Other important aspect related to this question is relevance of socio-cultural. And so why it is relevant for us, right? Relevance means practical application of the knowledge, data, perspective, method of socio-cultural anthropology. So anthropology is applied science, right? So in this section you have to write about applied socio-cultural anthropology. In socio-cultural anthropology, we follow fieldwork method. We gather data from different society, and that data is useful for the understanding of practical problem of our contemporary society. So that data, that perspective, that method are useful for the solution of various problems of our contemporary society, especially for tribal and rural development. We can better understand about the problems of tribal displacement and rehabilitation in the light of the data of socio-cultural anthropology. It is also useful for market and trade purpose. It is useful for international relations, because today communication is very important, and in linguistic anthropology we study about communication. Linguistic anthropology was earlier a branch of socio-cultural anthropology. So we study these things in socio-cultural anthropology, and we apply about the knowledge and data related to that important aspect. It is also useful for the development of agriculture, development of education, development of industry in society, and knowledge and data of socio-cultural anthropology is useful for the total transformation of society, for socio-cultural development of society, right? Hence, it is relevant for our contemporary society. Thank you.